Okay, so this lesson again is on word problem or solving systems, but now we're going to have word problems. And they look a lot harder than they are, so I'm going to try and break it down for you. Okay, so let's look at example 1. A store sold $1,000 worth of CDs in one day. The new releases sold for $10 each, and all the others sold for $9. If 104 CDs were sold, how many of each type were sold? So the first thing I want to figure out is what are going to be my X and my Y. And if you read the question will tell you what to make X and Y. So my question is, how many of each type were sold? Well, what were the types of CDs? I had new releases, and I had all of the others. Okay? So I'm going to make a money equation, okay? What did the new CDs sell for? They sold for $10. So I'm going to put 10X, right? Because new releases were X, and they sold for $10. They also sold others, and the others cost $9. So I'm going to put 9Y, and Y is my others. Now, if I do money, right, this is $10 and $9, then it has to equal money. So what's the only other money that's in this problem? It's the 1,000. So I'm going to set it equal to 1,000. Okay, so I've used 10, I've used 1,000, I've used 9. The only other number I need to use is 104. So it says that total there were 104 CDs sold. So all of the new ones, which is X, plus all of the others, which is Y, total, all of these sold have to add up to 104. So that's the hard part, coming up with those equations. And I know it might not make sense. We're going to do a lot more in this lesson. So from here, I would go to Desmos, and I'm going to type those in. 10X plus 9Y equals 1,000. 10X plus 9Y equals 1,000. And my other one was X plus Y equals, what was it? 104. All right, I'm going to zoom out because clearly I cannot see where they cross, and it's right here. They cross at 6440. So let's write that here. They crossed at 6440. Now, some important things we need to know to get to our final answer. Ordered pairs are X and Y. So beside X, I'm going to put 64, and beside Y, I'm going to put 40. So let's answer the question. How many of each type were sold? Well, right here I wrote they sold 64 new ones and they sold 40 others. All right, let's do another one. National Civil Rights Museum admitted 321 people to the museum and they made $1,590. Adults paid for 6 and kid tickets were 4. How many children were admitted? Again, if you read your question, it will typically tell you what you're looking for. So we are looking for how many children. So I'm going to make X children. And what goes with children, right? I got children paid 4. So what would my other variable be? Hopefully you realize that it's got to be adults. That's the other tickets that were bought, adults and kids. So, that needs to know. Just like before, I'm going to make a money equation, and then I'm going to make my second equation. So money. Children were 4, so I'm going to put 4X, right? Kids' tickets were $4. And adult tickets were 6, so I'm going to put 6Y, because I made Y be my adults. So I have money plus money has to equal money. So I'm going to set that equal to $1,590, okay? So I used my $4, I used my $6, I used my $1,590. So my other equation has to be, Hudson's helping you learn. So my other equation has to be 321. So total there were 321. So I'm going to add up all my children and all my adults. And they have to add up to 321 people. Now I'm going to go to Desmos to find my answer. So it's 4X plus 6Y equals, what did they spend, $1,590. And my other one is X plus Y equals 321. Oops. So let's zoom out so we can see where they cross. Right here is where they cross at 168, 153. 168, 168, 153. And ordered pairs are X and Y. So 168 goes with the children. 150, I can't even read what I wrote. What was that answer? 153. 153 goes with adults. So the question said, how many children were admitted? And the answer should be 168 kids. All right, let's do one more like this. Auditorium has 200 seats with two different prices. The seats cost $45 for one seat and then $60 for the other kind of seat. The school needs $10,800 on seat sales. So my two things that I'm talking about are the different seats. So I'm going to put seat 1 here. I'm going to put seat 2 here. So let's make our money equation. So I got $45 for seat 1 plus $60 for seat 2. Money plus money has to equal money. So I'm going to set it equal to 10,800. Total, so all your seats 1 and all the seats 2, they have to add up to 200 because there's only 200 seats in the auditorium. So let's do this. 45 plus 60, 45x plus 60y equals 10,000, what was it? 800. And then x plus y, there's only 200 seats. And there's my answer, 75, 125. 75, 125. So x is 75, y is 125. So your answer, they sold 75 of the $45 seats, and they sold 125 of the $60 seats. All right, I'm not doing another one like this. Okay, you'll have something like this on your worksheet. The sum of two numbers is 9. Well, I don't need the x and y for this. We're just going to make our two equations. So for this, you need to know what sum means. Sum means to add. So if I added two numbers, I would get 9. Difference is 1. So you need to know that difference means to subtract. So if I did x minus y, I would get 1. What are the two numbers? Well, let's type those in Desmos. X plus y equals 9. And x minus y equals 1. And my answer is 5, 4. So, what are my two numbers? 5 and 4. And let's make sure that makes sense. 5 plus 4 is 9, so that works. 5 minus 4 is 1, so that works. We'll do another one like that. The difference of two numbers is 9. Well, difference means to subtract. So x minus y is 9. The sum of two numbers, so that means add, is 27. Let's type those in Desmos. X minus y is 9. X plus y is 27. Where do they cross at? 18 and 9. 18 and 9. So those are my two numbers. If you subtracted them, 18 minus 9, you do get 9, so that works. If you add them, 18 plus 9, you do get 27. So that's how you do problems like that. And then you will have some problems with coins, okay? So Ashley has 15 nickels and dimes in her bag. That's total. If she has a bag and there's 15 coins in there, okay? If she has exactly $1.30, how many of each does she have? So how many of each does she have? So I'm talking about nickels. And I'm talking about dimes. Let's do a money equation, okay? Just like before, money equation. So for this, you have to know what a nickel costs. A nickel costs 5 cents. That's what a nickel is worth. If you put this, you're going to get the wrong answer because this is saying that a nickel is $5, but a nickel is 5 cents. The way you write 5 cents is 0.05. That's 5 cents. Plus a dime is worth 10 cents. So I'm going to put 0.10y. Money plus money has to add up to money. So I'm going to put that $1.30 right here. Total, she has 15. So all of my nickels and all of my dimes have to add up to 15 coins. Okay, let's type that in Desmos. 0.05x plus 0.10y equals $1.30. X plus y equals 15. I think that's right. Let me double check. Yep. And my answer is 411. So x is 4, 11 is y. So she had 4 nickels and 11 dimes, and that adds up to $1.30, and it adds up to 15 coins. Let's do one more money one, and then you're going to go do your worksheet. Jack has 32 coins. They're dimes and quarters, so I'm talking about dimes and quarters. So a dime is worth 10 cents. A quarter is worth 25 cents. And money plus money has to equal money. And total, so x plus y, there are 32 coins. So let's type that in Desmos. I got 10 cents plus 25 cents, and it has to add up to $5.90. And total, Jack had 32 coins. So they cross at 14 and 18. 14, 18. So he had 14 dimes, because that's my x, and 18 quarters. All right, so if you will go try this worksheet and let me know if you need help. Thanks.